Hey everyone, LEGO has officially revealed 5 new LEGO Pokemon sets that will release in the fall. I'm going to go through each one, give my thoughts, and just an overview of the set. I won't be going in any particular order this time around. Before I get started, if you want to check out any of my other Pokemon videos where I talked about every Smart Play set, I'll link that in the description. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started with the first set. It is the iconic Trainer Moments Pokeball, which will release October 1st for a retail price of $300. And it will have a total of 2,386 pieces. Okay, right off the bat, the price is pretty bad, so I'm going to save that for the last. Let's go over the build. So we are finally getting some minifigures as well as some miniature Pokemon to go alongside those. The characters are Professor Oak, Red, a trainer, as well as Eevee and Pikachu, so a good lineup there, and it's cool to see these characters finally in LEGO. And I think the molds for Eevee and Pikachu look really good, definitely super adorable. So now let's take a look at the actual build. It is a giant Pokeball that opens up to reveal 2 scenes, a battle arena as well as Professor Oak's office. This is definitely a cool concept. It makes for a nice display piece. I think the battle arena looks good overall. I just think it should be a little bit more longer, and it definitely does not complement that price. Professor Oak's lab has some good details as well, like the Pokedexes in the background as well as the Pokeball molds, which I think look good as well. I do like the design of the build and the concept here, but honestly I might have just preferred if the battle arena as well as Professor Oak's office were just separate sets and they were bigger and filled with more detail. Alright, so now let's talk price. $300 is way too high for this. I was honestly shocked when I saw that price tag. I couldn't believe it was real. I mean, like I said, I think the build looks good, but nothing about this is worth $300. And it's a disappointment because this is the first set so far that actually comes with minifigures as well as small Pokemon models, and it's locked behind that large price. Also, as much as the concept is nice and I, kind of like what they were going with here, I also just think that the Pokeball being large is not the most exciting build, especially when you're paying that price tag. Overall, I think the set is okay. I do like the minifigures and the scenes that are displayed, but yeah, for $300, that's definitely gonna have to wait for a sale or something. That's way too high. Moving on to the next set, it is a buildable Rayquaza that will release August 1st for $130, and it has 1,083 pieces. This was one that when I heard the rumor that LEGO was making a Rayquaza, I was like, that's such a perfect choice, and I was so hyped because Rayquaza is such an awesome looking legendary Pokemon. And after seeing these images, I gotta say I'm a little disappointed with the head design. The rest of Rayquaza I think does look good. That captures the look pretty well. But yeah, the head mouth area I think here is just too big. It looks a little off. I've seen fan designs and those look a lot more accurate. From different angles it's not the worst looking, especially with like this picture right here. I think it doesn't look as bad, but I think looking at it straight on, something's off with the head. There's just one minifigure. It is Zinnia, and the stand that Rayquaza sits atop is the sky pillar where Rayquaza is found. I think the design there is good. I think it has an accurate look to it, and I really like the cloud designs as well, definitely showing that this is high up. So this set is $130. Compared to the Pokeball, I don't think it is horrible, but even then I do think that it is a bit high for just about 1,000 pieces. I think this would have been better for $110 max, but I do think that Rayquaza looks good, but the head area is just a little off. I do like the stand that Rayquaza is displayed on. I think overall it is a good looking piece, and it's one that I'll definitely really consider buying. Next up, it is a buildable Munchlax that will release August 1st for $70, and it has 757 pieces. I think the build looks really good here. Definitely an accurate look to Munchlax. I think the design does a good job at getting the features and just the overall shaping as well. And then there is a stand, a tree stump for Munchlax to sit on, as well as some snacking accessories, and I really just like the detail found throughout. It definitely does help that there are some accessories as well as a stand for the Pokemon, and it definitely complements that price a little bit more than if it was just Munchlax by itself. The price per piece ratio is good, and for $70 that is about where the single Pokemon sets are. Like the Eevee was $60. I think it could be lower, yes, but just judging off the size, maybe around Eevee's price at $60 would have been better, but compared to the other sets we've talked about so far, it's not the worst. We have another buildable Pokemon. This time it is Arcanine. It will release August 1st as well. It has a retail price of $110 with 1,190 pieces. Now the piece count for the price tag is there, but I don't know if the size of the build is. I will say I do really like the design here. The fur is just one of my favorite things to come from Lego Pokemon. I really complimented it with Lego Eevee. A lot more of it here, and yeah, I do really just like the fur design and the parts usage to get that. Lego Eevee, there looks to be some articulation here within the legs as well as the tail, so it's always good when there's some movability to help with the display. I think Lego did a good job with the design. Arcanine looks very good. I love the fur. The only thing with this set, and it's gonna be a common theme, is the price. I think 110 is a lot. Like I said, the piece count is there, but I just don't know about the size, because judging off the pictures, it doesn't look that much larger than Eevee. And Eevee is $40 less, so I think 110 is definitely hefty here, but I am pleased with the design, and I think it does get the overall look. Definitely adorable. It's another one that I'll be considering getting. And the last set is an upscaled minifig of Red. It will release October 1st for $80. It has 930 pieces. So the biggest thing first that I'm disappointed about this set is it doesn't even come with the minifigure counterpart, so you really have to buy the $300 set to get the minifigure Red. Especially here, I really see that as a missed opportunity. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the upscaled minifigures. I do get the concept, and I think this one does look good. And I feel like we've been getting some more upscaled minifigures, like Star Wars just got one of Darth Vader. The upscaled version definitely gets all the details and features of the minifigure counterpart. I do like the design of the hat as well. Overall, I mean, it does its job as an upscaled minifigure, and for $80, it's not the worst price tag here compared to some sets, but I definitely do think that the price tag would look a lot better if this did come with the minifigure counterpart. Anyways, those are the 5 new Lego Pokemon sets that were officially revealed today as of filming this. I definitely do think that this is a solid lineup. There are definitely some good ones in there, like Arcanine. I really love that design. As much as that Rayquaza head looks a bit off to me, I do think that overall it's a good looking set, and that's definitely one that I really want, as Rayquaza is just so cool. The Pokeball is just so exciting because it's our first set that's kind of getting, you know, a minifigure scale build, and of course the minifigures with these smaller Pokemon, but it doesn't really have to be priced at $300. And I really hope Lego releases playsets like a gym, a Pokemon Center. It's just a big disappointment that the first set that we see closest to that is a display set for a very hefty price. Overall, I think it's definitely good to see these sets, especially after the last revealing of Pokemon sets, the Smart Play ones. Those were definitely not the greatest. Definitely go check my video out on that, talking about every single one. Will be in the description. Those Pokemon designs definitely, there were some interesting ones for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for some of these newly revealed ones. Anyways, let me know in the comments your thoughts on these new sets, what Pokemon sets you would like to see from Lego. And definitely make sure to lightsaber slash that like button and hit subscribe with the bell on so you know when I upload. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.